Alright Chicos, welcome back to my channel. I'm Spider, and in this video we're going to be breaking down NBBL week number 7. Now, we are currently 6-0, and if we win one of our last 2 games, we are guaranteed the 1 seed, because no other team has less than 2 losses, pretty much. So, if we win one, that means at the very least we're 7-1, and there's no way for anyone else to get there. So I'm hoping to win here so I can just kind of relax for next week. My opponent this week is King K Bool, coach of the Portland Porygons. He's got a team of Speed Boost Blaziken, Roaring Moon, Ogerpon Wellspring, Spectrier, Hoopa Unbound, Sandy Shocks, Orthworm, Mesprit, Alcremie, Colossal, and Chargebug. The Terra captains are going to be Sandy Shocks with Terra Electric, Ice, and Fairy, Colossal with Terra Fire, Grass, and Ghost, and Chargebug with Electric, Dark, and Ghost. Now, my opponent actually made 2 transactions before this week. He swapped out Hisuian Braviary and Hisuian Electrode for Mesprit and Alcremie, which actually kind of helps, to be honest, because Hisuian Braviary was actually very good against my team. There really wasn't much to kind of deal with, like specs, sheer force boosted hurricanes, as long as they hit. So I'm definitely glad I don't have to deal with that this week. Now, my opponent is really able to put the hazards up. So he's got the Sandy Shocks, which is a great, spikes and stealth rock setter. Orthworm does that same thing. Colossal does the same thing. Mesprit gets rocks. Charge a bug with sticky webs. So we definitely have to bring some sort of removal. Also, getting Spectrier around 4 is kind of nuts. This team didn't have a fairy type until it put Alcremie on there. So it's still, annoying to deal with fairies even if you don't have a dragon type, especially with chien-pao. Speed Boost Blaziken is a big threat to this team. I feel like just Swords Dance, Dual Stab, and Earthquake is really good against me. And so we're going to have to keep that in mind. So first up, we do have Scars, the Skarmory with Rocky Helmet. We're just physically defensive, Roost, Body Press, Drill Peck, and Spikes. There isn't really much for Drill Peck plus Body Press on this team, to be honest. Mesprit, I suppose, could be a decent switch in. So, if that's a switch in, then fine. I could also get up Spikes, which is really nice because his only hazard removal is going to be Colossal. Body Press is nice because it can hit the Orthworm coming in as well as the Colossal. This Pokemon's just really here for the Roaring Moon and the Ogerpon, and maybe the Hoopa if it's a physical defensive set. It's also, I guess, decent for Alcremie, but I can't really hit it that hard back. It's decent for Orthworm, like I said. Just getting chip on stuff. It could be nice for Blaziken in a pinch. So, like, if he's sweeping and I still have my Sturdy intact, I could bring this in and either threaten it out or, he sacrifices the Blaziken. So, yep, that's the tried and true Skarmory. Next up is Totality on Assault Vest set here. As you can see, we got Facade, Earthquake, Drain Punch, and Gunk Shot. We got 232 EVs into HP, 184 into attack, 4 into defense, and 88 in special defense with an adamant nature. So with the defense plus HP investment, we can always take 1 hit from full against Blaziken, which is really nice, as long as it's not like banded. That can be really nice just in case we have to stay in against that. And we're just like, yeah, I'm not switching. I'll trade Ursaluna for Blaziken. I think I'll trade any one of my Pokemon for the Blaziken. Assault Vest is really nice because obviously I'm immune to Spectrier's stab, but if he clicks like Drain and Kiss, it just doesn't do much. This is basically my Spectrier switch in because he could also Will-O-Wisp, in which I get a Guts boost, attack boost, and then I'm just kind of firing off Facades. Now obviously Orthworm can switch in on me because it resists Facade and it's immune to Earthquake. But that's why I have Drain Punch there, so I can at least hit it with something. With 184 EVs into attack, I will always OHKO and max HP Sandy Shocks, as long as it has not terastallized yet. If it's terastallized, then it gets 2-shot. Also, if it's terastallized and I'm Guts Boost, I also knock it out with the Earthquake, no matter what. So that's cool. And then Gunk Shot is just nice because I want to be able to hit the Mesprit in case I'm not burned yet. I really just wanted something there that could hit that. Also, if it's a physically defensive Alcremie that might want to switch in, Gunk Shot's nice. It gives me that 30% chance to poison, which is pretty helpful. It also hits the Ogerpon on the potential switch in, or if I'm already in against that and I want to predict him to do something else like a Swords Dance or something. So yep, that's the Ursaluna, hoping that I do some big damage with that. It's also nice for Hoopa because Hoopa's, I think, usually special. Hoopa Unbound is usually special, so it could stay in against that potentially. Next up is Appleton, or Bad Apple the Appleton. Shiny, of course, with the leftovers and the thick fat. We are Terra Fairy with Recover, Leech Seed, Apple Acid, and Earthquake. The EVs are max HP, 64 into defense, and 196 into special defense with a sassy nature. Now, I initially had Dragon Pulse over Earthquake, and then I realized I need to be able to hit Blaziken a little bit harder. I did a Dash Bun instead of Ursaluna on the initial team because, you know, Dashbin, it resists close combat and it's immune to the fire type stab, so that could be pretty nice. But also Appleton, if I'm able to Terra Fairy this instead of my next Pokemon, I resist the close combat and I'm resist the Flare Blitz because of Thick Fat. So that's kind of nice for that. Also, it's really good against Roaring Moon. I resist that Pokemon's dual stab. We have enough physical defense to take any one hit from Blaziken if it's got a Swords Dance up, and pretty much any 2 hits from a Blaziken if it doesn't have a Swords Dance up. No bulk, it does like 65%. Like what it is with Blaziken is I just need to, we need to contain it, right? So I feel like, you know, if we have to stay in with certain things like the Air Saloon or the Skarmory just to ensure it doesn't sweep, that might be something we have to do. Also, if we haven't Terra'd yet, Ogerpon doesn't really do much to us except for U-turn or I guess Play Rough. But so next up is indeed our hazard removal, the Blastoise with Assault Vest. We got 2 Assault Vests this week. We got Rapid Spin, Flip Turn, Terra Blast, and Body Press. I initially had Liquidation. I changed it to Terra Blast because you know, Ogerpon switching in on this thing is a problem. It gets water absorbed, so I can't just Flip Turn on the switch. And then it just gets like it gets all the momentum. You know, if it wants to U-turn predicting my switch, I can't really stay in and just spam Body Press because again, I'm especially defensive. If I need to, I can Terra Poison into a Terra Blast and hit that thing really hard. That way, you know, I'm not like weak to it. Again, it's just gonna matter depending on the situation, which one I Terra. But yeah, like I said, I needed hazard removal. This is a nice little pivot option that can switch into Spectrier pretty easily, as well as Hoopa, and, you know, sometimes Blaziken, depending. Next up, Meep is the Gyarados here. With the Choice Scarf, we are just adamant with Brave Bird, Close Combat, U-turn, and Knockoff. We got 196 EVs into Speed, which hits 285, which ensures that we'll always outspeed Mesprit, Hoopa, and Blaziken at +1 speed. So obviously Hoopa can run Scarf. It's less likely that Mesprit does that, but it's possible. And then Blaziken obviously gets Speed Boost, assuming Blaziken only has 1 speed boost up and it doesn't have Protect. We can still outspeed it and click Brave Bird, you know, force that thing out. And then U-turn, Knockoff are just the last 2 moves. I don't really need anything else. Galarian Zapdos just has a decent offensive matchup. If I'm able to pivot around, as long as I don't get burned from Colossal with the Flame Body, we're going to be in a good position because that has happened a few times in mocks, and that's really annoying. So last but not least is, of course, the Katana, the Choice Banded Chien-Pao. Now, Choice Banded just kind of goes crazy. I don't really feel like there's much of an opening to click Sword Stance against this team. Sacred Sword is obviously nice for Earthworm, but it also hits Colossal super effectively. And also Sacred Sword ignores Iron Defense boosts from Earthworm, so that's really helpful if he's trying to set up like that. Dual Stab is just really all I need here. I considered Psychic Fangs for the Blaziken, but you know, it's not a very bulky Pokemon anyway. I'm really predicting Blaziken. I can just click Sacred Sword, hit it really hard anyway, and then Ice Shard, of course, is just nice for priority in case Roaring Moon gets out of hand, in case Ogerpon gets out of hand, same with Blaziken. Those last 2 resist it, but it's still doing a hefty chunk, you know. We are just 40 HP, 252 attack, and 216 speed with a Jolly Nature. We still hit very hard, so yep, that's the team. Hope you guys enjoyed this little team builder. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video right here, and I'll see you guys in the battle. Alright, here we are in the battle going up against King K Bool. Let's see what he brings. No Ogerpon, which is cool. No Spectrier. It's interesting because I didn't really see Spectrier in a lot of my mocks. I guess Peculiar. No Earthworm, no Alcremie, no Chargebug. So he's got 2 potential Terra Captains here. I'm just going to lead Ursaluna because it's good against Sandy Shocks and it's good against Mesprit. No, it's not good against Mesprit. It's good against Colossal until he Terras. So let's hope he leads Sandy Shocks and go from there. The classic spider stretch before the game. Good luck to Ryan. Was that a shiny, whatever that thing starter name is? I think it was. It was pink. I think it had to be. It's Omniscient the Mesprit. It's going to be his lead. I just kind of want to fire off a Gunk Shot because chipping this is going to be really nice. I'm expecting either a Knockoff or a Stealth Rock. So we'll just fire that off. He's going to knock off. Okay, 459. We do miss turn 1. Very helpful. I'm going to click it again. Yeah, he doesn't look to be offensive at all. He's got a Mystical Power. Does he get the boost? He does get the boost. I do connect, finally. And we don't do that much, but that's okay. Totality was kind of here for Spectrier, and it's nice for Hoopa as well, I suppose. He goes for Drain Punch, okay. He's going to get some health back here. This could definitely be Colbur Berry, seeing as how it's not leftovers. A poison would be kind of cool. We do get a poison. Okay. I'm going to keep this around just in case I can potentially live a hit from a Sandy Shocks or something like that. Let's go Blastoise and then just get a slow flip turn off. Wouldn't be surprised if we see another mystical power here. I think that's what's coming out here, to be honest with you. He does a turn punch again, okay. 361. Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm fine with this because we can just, again, this is a slow U-turn. Ogerpon. He's going to swap. So we're going to get momentum on whatever comes in here. Jump scare is going to be the Hoopa, okay. Now, that's a decent chunk. I mean, again, Hoopa's not that strong on the physical side, or bulky, I should say. I can just go Gyarados here pretty freely. I could U-turn. The only thing is if Colossal comes in, that's kind of annoying. He doesn't really, at this point, since Mespert's weakened, he doesn't really have a close combat switch in. So I'm just going to click that. The only reason I don't want to U-turn is in case he brings in Colossal and burns me. I want to get a lot of damage off on the Colossal if I'm going to get burned anyway. Just going to go ahead and swap. Yearn. Yearn is going to be the Colossal. Definitely glad I did not click U-turn. We are going to CC. We do over half. Defenses drop. I don't think we got... We did get Flame Body Burn. Okay, perfect. He could go for any sort of hazards. I think that's fine with me. I'm just going to get this thing low. Like I said, this is a Terra Captain, so he could Terra here. He may not. I'm not sure. Okay, he doesn't. We don't knock him out. So, it's a little annoying. And he's going to go for Stealth Rock. Okay. I think I will just go into Blastoise here. Going to go ahead and swap Rooney. Swap Rooney. Going to go into Riptide. Going to take Stealth Rock's damage. Let's see if he goes for Spikes here as well. He does click Flamethrower. Okay. We should take like nothing from that. I am going to Rapid Spin. He does swap, but he doesn't have a Ghost type. So we're going to be able to get rid of these hazards. He does go Hoopa. This is fine. I think I just stay in here. I could Body Press. I don't think that knocks him out. He's leftovers. Mirror Herb. Okay, interesting. So he will outspeed me here. I think I'll just flip turn for damage and initiative. He goes T-Bolt. Ooh, I didn't think about that. Well, we're still fine. He takes my Assault Vest. The Magician set. Damn. I'm liking this. I'm enjoying this. Okay. So I'll go Zapdos and I'll just U-turn here. I think I actually did go up against a Mirror Herb Hoopa in Mox, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Makes more sense why he swapped into that when the Mesprit was out against me. Because he was obviously hoping to see a Shell Smash there. Okay. We're going to knock out the Hoopa here. And now the question is, what do I bring out? Against what he has left, it's kind of tough. I think Appleton is pretty safe here, actually, because I really just want to get the Terra off. I don't want to give him any momentum. I think whatever he brings in here, I just stay in. Cheeks. It's gonna be this thing. Okay. I think I stay in. We do chunk this thing pretty well, so that's what I'll do. He's tearing. He's terastallizing. Interesting. Does this thing always also go for hazards here? That would be quite... I think he'll go for Terra Blast if he terastallized into ice. I think that's a Terra Blast play there. But I guess we'll see. I'm hoping to see a Terra Blast at least. Because max special attack, that does like less than a fifth to me. Yeah, there it is. And calculates damage. This is fine by me. 423. 60. I think I just click it again. I think he's probably just gonna Volt Switch. I could alternatively just Leech Seed here. Just in case he stays and goes for like a spike or something. I don't want to give him any more spikes than I have to. Never mind, he does have investment. I was calculating it wrong. Yeah, so he looks to be max special attack. Omniscient comes in, so there's no Volt Switch there, so he might not have it. I think he's not leftovers, is he? I think the poison knocks him out. If not, it's really close. That's huge. If I had Terra Blast instead of Leech Seed, we might just sweep. But I don't have Terra Blast, so... but he doesn't know that, obviously. So we'll click Earthquake. This is exactly what this is for. I doubt he clicks Will-O-Wisp. He does SD, so... that is going to be the move of choice. We're going to EQ. This should do over half. Yeah, okay, perfect. And he does have leftovers. So here what I'm thinking is I don't really want to take this much damage. It still is a lot, and there's a chance he has Poison Jab. So I think it's in my best interest to go Scars. But then he could just Flare Blitz. Like if he doesn't think about Thick Fat. For whatever reason. Yeah, I'll just click Earthquake. He does have Poison Jab. That's crazy. Damn. That's unlucky. I really should have gone to Skarmory. I shouldn't have overthought there. That's unfortunate. Well played though, you know. But we'll go here, and we'll just Drill Peck. But this is really bad because now I have really nothing for Roaring Moon. Clicks Knock, so he's gonna get... maybe he doesn't have a Fire-type move, that's crazy to me. But that's actually really good for me because I keep some big health on Skarmory as we knock him out there. Body Press shouldn't knock me out from full if he has no defense investment, that is. Okay, he goes into this. I kind of want to go Totality. This is Terra Ice. There's not much Totality does at this point in this game. I'm going to go Totality. He's going to Thunderbolt, so we'll see here if he's Scarfed. If he's not Scarfed, he just switches here every time. He does just Terra Blast. Okay, so he's not Scarfed, obviously. Question is, does a burnt Galarian Zapdos knock him out? I think we will just go with this Pokemon. I'm looking at the calc, no HP. With the Sandy Shocks, I do 68.8% minimum. And the Apple Acid damage tells me he doesn't have that much bulk. So I'll click CC here. Okay, he's probably sacking the Colossal here. And the thing is, I don't know... As long as Skarmory can take one hit, we might be okay. There it is. So I'm just going to click Close Combat. I don't think I need to switch. I don't think it's worth it. He clicks Knock Off. Perfect. We get some big damage off here. Gonna knock off the Choice Scarf. We're gonna go for Close Combat, Iron Head, and that's great for us. It's gonna Sunny Day. Get the Proto Boost. Yo, that's crazy tech. That's really cool. I can't even lie. If he has Power Gem, I think he wins. I can't even be mad about that. Power Gem should do 90% max, unless he's Modest. But I don't think he's Modest, based on the damage to Appleton. Gonna T-Bolt. I think he definitely has Power Gem. Or Body Press, he's gotta have one of them. There's no way he doesn't have Volt Switch, and also not Power Gem or Body Press is what I'm trying to say. So, I'll go Katana here, and I'll just click Sacred Sword. Flash Cannon, that's the same damage as Power Gem. We live on 13 HP, and Chien-Pao gets the knockout. So he must have been Modest then. That's gonna be the game, man. Chien-Pao holds on just barely. That was quite the game. Yeah, I think keeping Stealth Rocks off the field was massive. Because again, I mean, if Stealth Rocks was on the field, I would have lost that game. I think the Poison Jab was also huge in keeping it close, because otherwise, I think Appleton kind of just cleans house at that point. If I'm able to go into Skarmory to avoid the Poison Jab damage. GG's to King K Bool. He definitely got us very close. I think that's the closest I've been to losing a game. That's going to be it for me. We remained undefeated, and with that win, we are now locked into the 1 seed of the playoffs. So I might run Heat next week. I might not. Might try to sweat so I can get the undefeated record. That would be kind of cool. But again, only time will tell. So hit the like button and subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite part of the video was. And with all that being said, I'm going to get up on out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.